Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk about how I'm able to get around and get in weird situations. The reason I even thought about it, today I went to Mexico. I went to Mexico and I did my thing down there and I came back. And on the trip, I have a lot of thinking time. And on the trip, I was thinking, well, why doesn't other people do this kind of stuff? And I don't understand why people don't do this. And a lot of it is, and you've heard me say this before, the Marines have a saying: act professional, be polite, and have a plan to kill everybody around you. When people first hear that, they kind of smile and all this. But that is literally the way I live my life. And I'm sure a lot of Marines do it like that. And the thing is, it's not like you have to think that hard about it. Once you get in the habit, what do they try to tell you? On self-defense, you know your surroundings and all this kind of stuff. That's basically the same thing what I'm talking about. The only difference is if there's some hoodlums over there and they're in my way, I'll just walk right through them. When you use self-defense, the proper self-defense tactics is you avoid, you go around them, you do this kind of stuff. I'm too old to do that stuff. I don't do that anymore. I used to do like that. I don't do it anymore. So what I'll do is I'll just go right on through them. It doesn't make any difference. But the reason is I've had experience. I know what they are capable of doing. And they have no idea what I'm capable of doing. So I tend to just go right into the situation. And with that attitude is why I can go places and do all kinds of stuff and all that, is I know humans. I've got good people skills. What we talk about, act professional, be polite. Those are people skills that I use to avoid trouble. But it doesn't mean that that I'll avoid trouble at all costs. It doesn't mean that. It just means I'm going to be polite and I'm going to act professional. And if you're foolish enough to do stupid stuff, we all have done stupid things before. So, but there's a reason why the Marines have that saying. And it's not being paranoid when you're thinking about it and preparing for it. It is preparation. And this is why I can go to places and do things. And that's the kind of stuff that just shocked me when I was thinking about that, when I'm driving down there. Because I'll tell you, it's not really an adrenaline rush, but it is stimulating. I know I'm in danger. One thing, the roads are just, the driving experience is, it's one thing, man. It's really one thing. And then and the thing is, now very seldom now the weather's good, everything's getting settled down now. Now you don't find many bandits, but it used to be you'd have bandits come around the corner. There'd be a roadblock, there'd be bandits, and so you have to be prepared to do what you got to do. Now I haven't had that problem probably in the last, I'd say, well, I know since my wife has been gone. That's 2.5 years. And so the thing is, you have to have a plan. When you have a plan, you can go places, you can do things, and you can be focused on what you have to be focused on, whatever the conditions are or the situation that you're in. But you have to have a plan. You have to know your abilities. So figure on that. I don't care. Matter of fact, now since I'm thinking about it, this last time when I was in the States, I was teaching more people close quarters combat. And surprisingly, most of them were over 55 years old. And what was shocked me is they didn't really want to learn. I made them learn. And they couldn't understand because they're too old, they can't do all this stuff. And like I told them, you need to know, you need to understand and know some kind of close quarters combat, because there's going to be younger people that need guidance. So if nothing else, you need to know how to do it so you can teach it. So and all that falls under act professional, be polite, and have a plan to kill everybody around you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.